Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So you guys, I have been absent as usual. I always got something going on, but that's okay because every time I upload, I just hope that y'all join in and watch it. So you guys, lately I've been doing press-ons because my nail I damaged from wearing some long nails, and I hit it really hard and it bled a little bit. And I said, well, let my nails heal a little bit because they was already kind of on the flimsy side. And so to make a long story short, you guys, I've been doing press-ons. This is actually one of my press-ons that I just did in a recent video for you guys. And guess what? I recorded it and forgot to cut on the freaking sound. So by that being said, I'm about to record again. Hopefully the quality with this camera is better. Hopefully I don't have to zoom in and zoom out as much. And hopefully this video will be even better than the last one. Okay, you guys. So for the design for the press-on nail that we are doing today, you will need a full cover nail. Of course, it's a press-on. So these are the press-on nails that we will be using. And you guys, I hope the lighting is a lot better. I got one of those little YouTuber lights, little circle ones. I got two of them. I was using lamps at first, but now I'm using it. So hopefully the lighting is better. But anyways, I got these off of off Amazon. I'm about to say off YouTube. I got these off Amazon. They're full cover. They're clear. You're gonna need the OPI gel. I mean, not gel paste, but top coat, because that's what we're gonna be using to make the nails shiny and pretty. And yes, you have to have a UV light. And then we're also gonna be using S&S. I use S&S Super Gel Base for my powder dip nails. This is what I've been using lately, and it's been working awesome, extremely strong odor wise, and also with the hardness and for the nails to last. This is the Super Sealer Activator. They call it the Super Sealer, but at the end of the day, it's still activator. This is what you put on the nails after you put your powder dip on there to make them hard. Okay, you're also gonna need some files, some nail files. You guys, of course, we do the 180. Okay, 100, 180 grit we normally use. And then I got a regular one as well. And this is what I'm going to use the mannequin nail bit on it that comes with the mannequin hand, just to get the brown out so the nails will stick. And also you need a nail buffer. I also got that from my local supply store. You guys, I go to my nail supply store just about for anything. I've ordered so much off Amazon to the point where it's like, dang, what do I order? Okay, I don't order so much. And then I got the nail adhesive tabs, and this is what I'm going to be using on my mannequin nail to make my press-ons. You guys, this stuff works really good. It was like $7.99. You get 10 sheets, and I think it's like 50 of the nail adhesive tabs. So you guys, they work really well. Also, I went to my local nail supply store again, and I got my Chanel pieces of art there. I'm going to end caps. And today, this is going to be a quick video. This video won't be all that long because it's not going to take long to create some press-ons. When you make your press-on nails, you want to make sure you prep your nails really well, because if you don't prep them really well, then you know your nails are not going to last long. That's even for acrylics, powder dip, gel, polish, anything you put on your nails. Prepping is very important so you have that long lasting nail that you want. You know, you won't have no lifting, no breakage, no nothing. Okay, and also of course you're gonna need your tweezers for your nail art. All right, it's very important. Okay, so you guys, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get my biggest nail out. I always put the biggest nail on the mannequin finger, just because the fingernails, normally when I do the glue on to do the tips, to do acrylic on them, for some reason the bigger nails stick better. Why? I do not know. I don't know. It just works a lot better for me. Okay? Alright, you guys. So the first thing you're going to do, I got my nail over here waiting. I'm going to take my black nail file, and I'm going to file all of this. I'm going to go ahead and sand my nail as good as I can, so I can get it to stick well. Okay, and it's also important to have some alcohol, you guys, because after you prep your nails, I suggest that you go over the nails, wipe them off really good with some alcohol to get any of the oils or anything that's left on that nail and nail dust off, okay? Just clean those nails really good and then stick on your tabs. And let me tell you, you will feel the secureness of that nail tab underneath those nails. Works just as good as glue. Probably better than glue, honestly, if you ask me, because I be in a lot of water washing my hands all the time, and they didn't pop off at all. I just took them off because I wanted to do some more. So it's always fun to have something that you can be fast and something that you can really do, you know what I'm saying, really, really quick and take off and do whatever you want to do. You can have pretty nails one day, take them off, and then put them back on the next day. And it won't take long. But anyways, okay, so I done found my nail. Y'all, that little black file done went through some things. Okay, also I want to let y'all know, of course, y'all know I do not use my nail drill on any of my videos like that because with powder dip, you really don't need it. The only thing I use my drill for when it comes to my powder dips is just my cuticle area to shape that part. Other than that, you guys, I don't use it for nothing else, okay? Alright, so you guys, it's buffed, it's cleaned off really, really good. And now I'm going to take, I have some lint-free wipes, and you guys, they work really good. And all you have to do is get some alcohol, which I purchased from my local nail store, my local nail supply store. And you just dab a little bit on there, just like that. And all you're going to do is just clean that nail bit off. Get it all good, get it all clean and pretty. Because you have to stick these tabs on, and you want them to stick and lay for as long as possible, okay? So, I'm going to take my nail adhesive tabs, can't even talk. I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to use probably the biggest size, just because when it comes to these, you guys, let me see if I can show y'all what it look like. Okay. It comes with more than this on there, but this is the one that I'm using. So when it comes to them, all you have to do is measure with your nail bit what size works best for you, and then you will peel it off, and then you'll put it on the nail, and then you can take your fingertips and stretch it to fit if you feel like it's not on the corners or however you want it. Okay, so it is, you can stretch this stuff and make it fit like you need it to, okay? The only trick to these nail adhesive tabs is getting this plastic off top of it, okay? It can be a pain in the butt, okay? So what you do next, you done wiped it off with alcohol. You're going to take that tab and place it on here. I rub on there pretty good to make sure it's on there securely, because you don't want it lifting off. And then all you have to do is take your nail tweezers, you guys. You can take the nail tweezers, and then you will take wherever that little part is. When it comes to the clear tape, you just pull it off, and by pulling it off, it'll come off there clearly, y'all. And see, like I told y'all, these things is tricky, so I got it off. I'm concentrating. I got the top part off, and then we want to take this last little piece off, and voila, it's on there. And you can see it got a clear coat to it. And you guys, the smoother you get it off, the smoother it'll look underneath that nail, okay? Alright, so we got our adhesive nail tape on, nail glue, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I'm going to take my nail, my clear full cover nail. This is Coffin, you guys. And all you're going to do is just stick it on. Stick it on. That's all you got to do. You just press it on there and make sure that it's smooth and that it's on there. This is not going nowhere. This stuff is sturdy, okay? And that's what it look like on. Alright, so my next thing I'm gonna do, why I'm telling y'all I love press-ons, it's like so fast, just like that. Alright, so what you're gonna do is take your file, 180, whatever nail file you have. I have to file my access nail because I put a bigger nail on. If you put the perfect size nail on your finger, which I hope you do, because you're not using a mannequin, you're fine. You don't have to do all of this. So this step does not, you don't have to do, okay? I'm just doing this for my mannequin hand. But you do have to shape your nail if you want to. If it's too long, you know, depending on what full cover you have, you could design it like you want. Oh, snap. Y'all, I'm sorry. I knocked my thing off. But anyways, this is how I'm doing it. It is coffin shaped. And yeah. So we got our nail on. It's coffin shaped. And it's on there, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to have to pull out my my dipping tray. You guys, I wouldn't have had to do this going in this drawer, but I just dropped my tray on the floor, so I have to pull out my other tray. And thank God I got a gazillion of them. Thank God. Okay. Alright. So, I got my nail tray right here. And all I'm going to do with this baby is, I got butterfingers, y'all. I'm dropping everything. But all I got to do is put that finger in there. And before you put that finger in there, y'all, make sure to take your 180 grid file, whatever file you got, and just lightly buff the shine off, because you want your product to stick, okay? And so that's all I'm doing. You don't have to go all crazy with it. Just make sure you get all the shine off, just so this nail will your product will stick really well, okay? And y'all, I know y'all like, dang, she keep fouling. It's a habit of mine. Alright. So, what you do is take your little brush. Y'all can get a makeup brush from Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, Nail Supply, Amazon, anywhere, okay? Any of this stuff you can purchase from nail store that sell nail stuff. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is take my S&S, my gel base, and I'm going to add a thin layer. And also, while I'm getting ready to do that, I'm also going to go ahead and get this ready as well, because after I put my first top coat of clear on, I'm going to need to add another. I'm going to need to add some of my gel base, and I'm going to hurry up and stick on my little design. So I'm just trying to have everything in order, okay? Alright, so here's my clear. You guys, there ain't no name on this, believe it or not. But I got this off Amazon. And this amount actually worked pretty good. Alright, so first with the S&S gel base coat, I'm just putting a light amount. Okay, you don't have to put that much on here, just because this stuff really works really good. It builds great. It has like a little strong smell to it, but it ain't nothing that you'll pass out from. But this is really some good stuff to use. Yeah, it's really good to use. Alright. For some reason in my mannequin hand, I have glitter in there that I did not know that I had, okay? And so it's getting in my powder and about to make me mad. But anyways, here you go. You can see that it's clear. It's on there. That's one coat. So now that I've done that, what I'm going to do, which I've already dusted off and dust again, I'm going to take my little Chanel art, what I've showed y'all before already, 1, 2, 3 times. And I'm going to apply a little bit of my gel base. a little bit of this gel base I'm going to apply on the nail. And you guys, once again, I am making press-on nails for us to wear. So you take your tweezers and you just pick up your the art. You don't have to really be all that fast, just fast enough. Alright, and I'm just gonna lay them on here into the gel. That's all I'm doing. No biggie, okay? And they're like, dang, where she at? We getting there, okay? I love tweezers, y'all. They wore out. I think I need some more tweezers. Because it's like, I be, with these, they be giving me trouble. I don't know why. Yeah, giving me trouble, okay? Yeah, I'm putting like a fair amount of them on here. I'll take that one off and I'm going to put this one. Okay. And so one thing I want to tell y'all, when it comes to putting art on nails, try to keep it centered. You don't want to have it too far on the edge because you don't want your nail art sticking off when you encaps it when it comes to doing powder in your powder dip. Okay, so when you got a regular acrylic with monomer, may not be too bad, but when it comes to the powder dip, I feel like it's very important when you encaps that you make sure you encaps it and you keep all your art in the center, so it'll aim for a more natural look, and you won't have to file and drill and do so much to that nail. Because I noticed when you encaps with powder dip, if you don't put it in the edge like you need to, you want to make sure that they're like in the center part, because if you don't, that can stick out and it just doesn't look pretty at all. Okay, so now what I'm doing is taking my clear gel base again, and I'm just going over all my little Chanel art that I have on here. Okay, and you guys, I got this name brand nail art from my local nail supply store. If I know I said it a couple of times, I just want y'all to know that's why I purchased it. I was looking for name brand stuff on Amazon, but I don't think they carry it, and if they do, I have never seen it. And I shop on Amazon all the time, so I haven't seen any. Alright, so all you're doing is dipping lightly. I'm going to just dip a little bit more on here, and then I'm just going to put a little bit more on top just to make sure I encaps it a little bit the first time. And then the second time for this, it'll be good, okay? Now when you take your brush, lightly brush it off. Don't put a lot of pressure behind it, because if so, you can knock all that work you just put into that nail away. And you can see it's encapsulating pretty good. So what I'm going to do is one more time, I'm going to put my powder dip back in my thing. And then I'm going to just go ahead. Oh, something's sticking me on my neck, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and do it one more coat. You guys, I'm just doing it 2 times because you don't need to do no more than 2 on here, because it looks really, really well. Okay. It'll be different if it wasn't encapsulating right, then you would probably have to do it way more than once, but I meant twice, but it looks good. So I'm just going to do this one more time, and I'm going to dump. I'm just adding some acrylic on this nail. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of smothered it that time, y'all. Alright, and you pat it like you can, you guys. And I'm going to dust it out, and I'm going to show y'all exactly what it looks like. Alright. We'll put my little acrylic up, you guys. Y'all know I'm always trying to keep everything all tidied up. Okay, so I'm going to brush it off lightly. And I'm going to show y'all how thick and pretty it is. And honestly, it was only 3 dips. And It's full and it's pretty. It looks good. Okay. So all I'm going to do now is take my activator. It's called Super Dry Sealer. When for SNS, when you go to a nail supply store, it's called Super Dry Sealer. But it's the same thing as activator. Alright, so I'm just going to put this over it. And all activator do for powder dip is make the nails harder, okay? That's all it does for it. Makes it hard, make sure they don't come off. Try to make sure when you apply it on your nails, you don't get it on your skin, okay? A little bit won't hurt it, but just try not to, okay? So you let it dry for a little, you guys. And you letting it dry. And that's how she looking right now. She has to dry. And then I'm going to show you guys how we file and buff and get it to where it needs to be, okay? And it doesn't take long for it to dry. Normally you can get away with like maybe a few seconds, a minute if you want to make sure it's super dry. But make sure you give it a chance to dry, period. Because if you don't and you go to filing on that nail, it can definitely mess up your art on it. And you'll have to start all over. And we don't want to have those kind of problems, okay? And you guys, I'm letting it dry. And while I dry, I'm talking to y'all. I'm putting my stuff up. So if you hear bags and stuff in the background, I'm just trying to straighten my stuff back up. But yeah, with the press-ons, you guys, these things can last you a little minute. Take care of them. And then you can reuse them if you want to. You know, like you can really reuse them. Alright, so it's dry now. So our next steps, what we're gonna do is basically all I'm gonna do is buff. And the reason why I said buff, because I don't have to file. The shape is still here. I didn't throw the shape off. So the coffin shape is still here. All I'm gonna do is take my nail buffer, as you can see, and I'm gonna buff this nail literally all the way down to right, buff it as much as I can. When buffing and holding on a mannequin fingernail, make sure you hold the finger and sometimes that nail tip, because it will pop off. I've had it happen and I try to cut it out my videos. When using a nail buffer, you don't really have to apply that much pressure because that buffer is doing everything you needed to do. All you gotta do is move it sideways, long ways, any way, long as you get that nail like you need it. But what you're doing when you use a buffer is to smooth that nail out. So I'm smoothing and smoothing and smoothing, okay? You guys, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm showing y'all how I do these press-ons. And with press-ons, even if you're using the adhesive tab, you can add acrylic on the nail. You can do whatever you want to with that nail. It won't bother you. You can go under the UV light. You can do it all. How I know? Because I tried it. And they last, okay? They last really well, long as you prep. So I want to go over the steps with you one more time before I show y'all my finished product of my nail. And you guys, I know I showed you the OPI, but I'm just going to use the regular nail dryer just because I made the regular nail top coat, just because I don't feel like cutting my UV light back on, okay? So this actually came, it's called Rapid Dry Top Coat. I actually purchased this from Dollar Tree. And honey, it shines, okay? So this is what it looks like right now. I'm about to take my makeup brush. I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to apply this color, let it dry. And while I talk to y'all, I'm going to just go over the steps again before we finish up this little nail, okay? So with the Rapid Nail Dry, which I got from Dollar Tree, you guys, you just apply a fair amount on here. And it really dries really quickly. And it can leave you with a lovely top finishing, shiny, pretty look, okay? And it really is awesome. You guys, like, sometimes I just want to go ahead and put my top coat on and not have to sit under no light And so that's my cheating way when I don't want the gel, and I just rather have regular top coat. Okay, so the steps one more time. So when it comes to the press on nails, all you need is some adhesive nail tabs. The stickers that you can get off Amazon for $7.99. You just stick them on, you size them up, put it on that nail. Then after that, you make sure, but before you put your sticky nail on, make sure you prep the nail properly. That goes from pushing cuticles back, buffing the nail, wiping it off with the alcohol pad to make sure you get all the oils off so they can last for a long time. And then you'll clean it off with the alcohol pad, and then you put the sticker, the adhesive nail tape on, and then you stick your nail on there. Of course, you're gonna buff the shine off the nail, and then you just apply the art. It's nothing to it. Anybody can do this. Anybody, grandma, auntie, anybody. Okay, and then always remember that you can reuse these nails. All you have to do is take the old set that you have on, just take it off, clean the inside, the outside off, just use a nail file, reapply your nail adhesive tape, and then press the nails back on. And baby, you can go wherever you want to go, and hands be looking good, okay? Okay, so enough blabbering. So now we're at the end of the video, and here's my finished look, you guys. So you guys, here's the Chanel symbol, my little brand name pressed on nail tips. They look really, really good. It's real pretty. And yes, she's there. That little rapid nail dry, it dries really lovely, and it gives that nail a shine. I love it. I use it, you guys. And once again, I got that nail this top coat from Dollar Tree. Alright, you guys, well, thank you for watching my video, and I just want to say thank y'all. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe again. I mean, not again, but if you haven't, and if you have already, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and y'all have a blessed day.